Alright, are you hearing me better now? Alright, sorry, that audio is terrible right there. Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me better now? Alright guys, hey, what is up? This is Lemillion Nation coming to you again with another video. Tell me how best you are hearing me. Tell me if you're hearing me, how much you're hearing me. Alright guys, today we're gonna review My Hero Academia chapter 303. Well, we're gonna do a live reaction to it, okay? Let me just sort out this audio to make sure that you're hearing me perfectly, right? Alright, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me well? Comment down in the description if you're hearing me. Just need to sort out the audio and then we're good. Alright, good. Seems like you're hearing me well enough, okay? Alright, good. Alright guys, now we are going to jump right into this. Sorry about those technical difficulties at first. I was just trying to sort out my audio in and of itself. Alright guys, so what we're going to be doing today is, as I told you before, we are going to go into the live reaction for chapter 303, My Hero Academia. Alright guys, the chapter just released and we're going to do a live reaction. Please hit that subscribe button. Alright guys. Alright, good. So I just turned on the audio for that. Alright, good. So let me actually get into this. Alright guys. Now, hopefully you're hearing me well, you're hearing me clearly. Hopefully everything is really good for this. Good, let me just turn that way down to make sure that you're hearing me. Microphone, blue snowball. Good. Alright guys, let's get right into this. Now the chapter starts off with we have a lot of persons inside the room with Endeavor right now, currently, right? So inside the room with Endeavor is his family, right? And they just like, now we have even more visitors in Endeavor's room. Pardon us, right? We couldn't help but overhear. That's Hawks and Bestinist, right? May we accompany you? My Hero Academia chapter 303, guys. Hit that subscription button if you haven't already, and let us continue. Let us get right into this. Alright guys, now on your proposed family outings. Now they're Hawks and his companion Bestinus is asking if they could actually come into the meeting between the family, the Todoroki family. Alright guys, so they're there. Alright, so they're there with them. The audio is good and everything. Good. I'm better off now. Good, I'm better now. Alright guys, so let's get into this. as they come into the room, right? As they really come into the room, like Hawks is saying, since I was discharged yesterday, I've been running around getting intel, right? Now the Todoroki family sees him in full detail, and now Ray bows on the ground and terribly sorry for what our son did to you. No, 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 no. That is Hawk's reaction. Like, no, 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 no. That's not why we're here. It's not to give you grief about that. It's not supposed to give you grief about that. We're not here for that, really. What we're here is like, there's no need to apologize, really. And then Best Genius, like a true gentleman, dips on his knees like this. His knees, bop, bop, dips on his knees. Madam, no, that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. We are actually here in order to see how best we can gather information on Dabi, to see where all of that came from, all of the resentment that Dabi actually has, where it all comes from, right? We're only here to inquire about Dabi, but eavesdropping feels rather criminal, like illegal denning. What is denning? I don't know what denning is. Someone comment me what denning is down in the descriptions. The root cause of your son's grudge, right? It could prove a lead in this investigation, right? We can ask him directly about how he survived the blaze and transformed completely into Dabi, right? I guess that's when we're gonna get the rest of Dabi's backstory, like what happened after the blaze, and then how he actually came to be Dabi, sorry. You know, oh, Debbie. If Dabi was a girl, she could be named Debbie. Anyhow, I used to watch old videos of you, Endeavor, right? So to hear the obsession from your younger days grew into all of this. So to hear all the obsession from your younger days grew into all of this was quite shocking. Endeavor is still there. He didn't answer anything. No, this doesn't come up in your discussion about Toya. But Shoto's burn here is Hawks. Hawks is actually asking Shoto this, like, hush hush, like, hey, your burn scars. Was it also Endeavor? He needs to know the full backstory. He wants to actually know every single thing that's going on so that they could be transparent with the public. Come right out and say, alright, I did this and I'm sorry, just clear the air completely. That's how you actually start to be forgiven for things and leave them behind, right? Alright. Now Ray answers and says that was her. It wasn't Endeavor. It was actually her, right? Now Shoto is actually there and he's saying like, Mom, right? Despite having every right to resent me, he started calling me Mom again, right? And we're seeing Endeavor's. We're seeing Hawk's mother and Hawk's father right there, and Hawk's he's sympathetic towards everything. He sees what's going on and he's really sympathetic towards it. No, I never really got to face my folks like that. Hawks is saying that he never really got to face his folks like that. He would want to actually face them and talk to them about everything that went on as it relates to him, right? Shoto, you're a class act. I gave up on them, moved on and left them behind. Now Shoto is actually he's like thinking, Endeavor, it's hell out there, you know? And Endeavor is saying, I know. Shigaraki, Dabi, Himiko Toga, Spinner, Skeptic, plus 132 of the Liberation Front members who escaped, and 7 near high Nomus are all on the loose, right? Furthermore, Shigaraki and the Nomu smashed up Tartarus and 6 other prisons, freeing over 10,000 convicts. Oh wow, we haven't heard anything about Stain in a long while. Let's see what's going on with him soon. I hope we see what's going on with him soon. But anyhow, with the core members of the Hero Public Safety Commission dead or in the hospital, they've lost the power to organize heroes. And many heroes have chosen to retire, spurred on by the nasty climate, right? Villains are more daring than ever, and the citizens who've lost faith in heroes are taking up arms, but by fighting back themselves, they're only wreaking more damage and destruction. Now they're showing a silhouette of the different heroes that are there. We see one with what is it? I don't know his name. Ectoplant. I think it's Ectoplant and certain other heroes that are there. 5 heroes, right? Our government has put in requests for relief workers and heroes from around the world. But with the safety commission essentially shut down, right? The paperwork needed to dispatch heroes isn't getting done. That's what they really need, the paperwork to, in order to actually dispatch the heroes. It's not really getting done like that as it should be getting done, you know. Yeah, of course I use the chat. Hey, Skoda F. Yeah, you, Tamiko Amikaji. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? Shout out to you guys. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Share the video. Thank you, guys. Just reply to my fans right here, and then I'll get right back into this. Alright? Alright, guys. So, but we will too. The responsibility isn't yours alone, number one, right? Now he's also saying like all of it needs to be handled by them, right? All of that is just the past 2 days. Now, as your wife said, you're not the only option. Your only other option is to fight, but we will too. The responsibility isn't yours alone, number one, and we can't have your family shouldering the entire burden. All right? That's what they're saying. But anyhow, but why would you, even if what Dabi says about the Todoroki family is true, I know things are different now, right? And I'm going to lend my full support to anyone trying to be better. But that's Endeavor is showing that Endeavor has changed and Endeavor wants to actually do much better than he did before, right? And I'm going to lend my full support to that. That's what Hawks is saying. I put my life in Hawk's hands from the start, and I'm accustomed to walking down hellish catwalks such as this. On that note, I'm proposing a team-up of the top 3 heroes. Now that we and your family have lightened your load, do you think you can stand up and move forward now, Endeavor? Endeavor is still crying and he's saying yes, he does think that he can move forward now. This is only until we stop Toya, got it? And that's what Endeavor's second son is saying, right? Endeavor saying yes again, while he's still crying. But anyhow, sorry if I seem pushy, but first, it's your duty to provide the people with an explanation, as a number 1 hero and as a man. Now that Dabi's accusation is public, there's no avoiding it. I've already thought up a statement, more or less, but there's one point I'm still fuzzy on, one for all. What is it exactly? That reminds me, everyone heard it, right? I guess the only people entering Central Hospital right now are connected to the heroes inside, right? While facing off with Shigaraki, Endeavor muttered a mysterious phrase. What does one for all mean? That's what the people are thinking now. Is it somehow related to the supervillain known as All for One? Let's get in there quickly. One for all. Right now we need to know what that means, right? Attention all, Endeavor here. I've engaged Shigaraki at the hospital ruins. That's when they were fighting Shigaraki at first, right? Anyhow, one for all. Sorry for using the private frequency, but there's a chance that Shigaraki is after me specifically. That's Deku. But Deku actually used the private station. That's how Deku actually avoided being detected. Oh, he used a private statement. Deku, whoa. Endeavor said out Deku right there, and then he jumped over to Bakugo. Deku, why do you get to snooze off when I'm awake? Bakugo is rattling around, and persons are carrying away. His classmates are carrying away. At last, some relief. Thank you for handling him, Suya. Right, so Suya is carrying him away. I feared for the worst when I saw those wounds, but he's noisier than ever, huh? Right. Hey, Prez. They're saying Tokoyami and Kiminari are clear to release. His body's okay at least, right? Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're talking about Deku, right? I know they're saying that at least Deku's body is okay. Deku's body should be okay right now. At least his body, right? So that's what they're basically saying, you know. So at least Deku's body is okay for the time being. But with so many things, with so many things going on right now, at least Deku's body is okay, you know. Now I'm trying to get to the last portion of this. Should be out there. Oh, here it is. Good. But Uraka is saying she's actually worried. Now they're asking her, What's up? Great explosion, murder god dynamite. You're alright? Do I look alright to you? And that's what Bakugo was saying. We'd like to speak with Izuki Midoriya. Actually, All Might asks to be alone with him. All Might, you say? No, Hawks is putting everything together. Hawks is very smart. Hawks is very smart. No, he's saying he feels it, right? That's All Might. He feels it. The version of me dwelling inside the boy, inside one for all. That's what All Might is actually saying. You must be right now talking with the predecessors. That's how All Might knew. Deku was actually talking with the predecessors, and he knew because the version of him inside One for All is actually there as well too. Alright guys, so that's the end of the chapter really. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you want more of these videos, let me know down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys, and let me know what you think. And I'll be coloring manga. Check out my Twitter as well, Lemillion Nation. Check me out, and check me out on other social media platforms as well. Hit that like button, hit that subscription button.